Hello, I'm the official name raider. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're looking over Snorlax and the Pokemon I actually forgot existed, Munchlax. So in one of the episodes I said we have 5 evolutionary lines left. Technically we had 6, I just legitimately forgot Munchlax existed. Alright, so we got the big old 50 plus thing, and I'm mostly curious about this. Concerned is also right. Mainstream thing, so I guess these are like the things that are popular and used, and like, I don't necessarily hate Fuzzy Wuzzy. I remember that from when I was a kid. Napster I don't really care about. Xlax I'm just like, oh, great. I mean, basically none of them are good, but Fuzzy Wuzzy I like the best out of like the pile of shit that was presented before me. Catnap I'm okay with. I'm trying to think, I don't think there's an actual sleepy cat Pokemon, but if they ever make one, that will be a perfect nickname for it, unless they just use that name to begin with. I also recognize 40 Winks, and I like that one too. Fat Albert, like, that's, I gotta be real, one thing I'm not, because I saw this on the spreadsheet when I was opening it up. That's one thing I can already tell I'm going to be irritated from today, is just the annoyingly very bad fat jokes. Like, I don't think Fat Albert's funny at all. Like, not even the tiniest bit. Even if I was 6 years old, I don't think I would find that funny. But I'm expecting to see a whole lot more terrible things like this. Juggernaut, Kingpin, I don't mind. I think Kingpin is a little bit more ambiguous because that's an actual title opposed to an actual character's name. So, like, it works, but if you don't get it, like, you know, you can't really blame someone. And then Sandman was the one we went for with Hypno, and like, you know, I still think it works best for Hypno because the point is putting them to sleep opposed to sleeping themselves, but we'll acknowledge that at very least. Right here, it's funny how there's 2 categories for these based on real people. We have hip-hop artists and wrestlers. I could have swore Lunchbox was a suggestion for Munchlax, but I do remember seeing this and being like, that's not terrible. So that's just me acknowledging this one because I remember seeing it in the past and not hating it. So that's all there is to say about that one. Alright, I gotta go over a few things because I've seen him infinity times and like it wasn't funny the first time, it wasn't good the first time, but because I've seen it infinity times, I'm just getting it out of the way with, so this way if someone suggests it, you know my opinion already. Your mom, seen it 50 billion times, I don't care, it's not funny, ha ha ha, your mom jokes. Those are funny, but not as a nickname idea, is just in general not good. Roadblock, seen that 50 billion times too, we get it, it's a both literal and metaphorical roadblock. That's not bad, but it's not really, like, I don't know, it's halfway clever because it's like, oh, get it? Because that's what it is. But at the same time, you're like, but that's what it is, so it's not interesting. And then I've seen You Shall Not Pass before, I don't care, not for me. I've seen Totoro a couple times. I don't anime, despite having a Pokemon-based channel. So I have no real opinion on that. I don't have anything negative to say about it. I know the name My Friend Totoro, but like I don't really care. But I've seen that a few times. I've seen Chillax a couple times. I don't really care. It's literally just the same thing as naming it Snorlax, but with a different word. I've seen Sleepyhead a couple times. It's not interesting either. Yokozuna, I mean, I've seen sumo jokes enough where it's like, oh, name it sumo, name it sumo, name it sumo. Yes, we get it, name it sumo, shut up. I don't care. Yokozuna's okay, but it's like 5 out of 10, so it's like, it's there, it exists, but is it good? Not really, it's just a name. Alright, that's the bottom of Google. I kind of just went over things I got tired of seeing. Also, I find it kind of impressive when a specific Pokemon has its own Wikipedia page, because you know there's 800 of the bastards, and Snorlax gets one, so good for Snorlax, you've achieved something with yourself. But I've clicked on everything, making sure, so we'll go over the spreadsheet real quick. Also, going over Fat Albert jokes, I've also seen Cartman, I've seen Homer Simpson, I don't care, they're not interesting. Basically nothing I saw was really interesting at all. Like, all of it was very uninspired, half-assed attempts at names, and they were just bad. The only ones that I liked enough to acknowledge was just 40 Winks and Lunchbox. Those two are at least halfway decent. The one I personally use, which again I don't expect anyone to like get, and I know for a fact no one else has thought of this, I base mine off of my obsession with the Jackie Chan adventure show that I had as a kid, and named mine after the mountain demon Po Kong. Because Snorlax is big, Pokong is big, and they're both heavily associated with mountains. So it literally fits perfect, and I don't think anything else could possibly change my mind from that, because I just think it's a perfect fit. And it at least makes sense and is better than all the stupid idiot fat jokes, because they're just not funny or good at all. So at least there's one good nickname, and I came up with it. But that's it. If you've got something actually worth talking about, put it in the comments. And if you don't, oh well, I'll get over it. We could use some decent Snorlax nicknames, because there's very few. But lots and lots of bad ones. So at least I saved you the trouble of having to figure out all the bad ones yourself.